got a training plan, a target pace, and I generally thought week one would be the easy bit. It wasn't. Here's what the plan said, and here's what my legs actually did. 5 runs a week, 3 easy, 1 session, 1 long run. Zone 2 on the easy days, holding my heart rate under 140, which for a 53-year-old with 20 years of obesity behind him sounds simple, right? It's not. Target marathon pace, 850 per mile. That's the number that gets me across the finish line in 3 hours, 59 minutes and something. Every run this week is supposed to build towards holding that pace without my heart rate spiking into the red. On paper, it's clean. Neat little boxes. Green for easy, orange for a session, red for the other long run. The spreadsheet looks like progress. The spreadsheet doesn't run the miles. I'm documenting every week of this sub 4 build. The sessions, the splits, the days it works, and the days it absolutely doesn't. If you're a runner over 40 chasing something that scares you, hit subscribe. This is the honest version, no highlight reel. First run of the plan, 45 minutes easy, zone 2. The instructions were simple. Keep your heart rate down, don't look at the pace, just run to effort. I looked at my face within 90 seconds. It was a minute slower than what I usually run. A full minute for the same effort level, or what felt like the same effort level. I was shuffling. You know, the kind of shuffle where a park runner with a buggy could overtake you. And they did. That's zone 2. It humbles you fast. I finished the run, legs fine, lungs fine, ego bruised. The watch said productive. I felt anything but. Second run of the week, 6 by 800 at 520 per K, slightly faster than the marathon pace. 90 seconds recovery between each. First rep, solid. Second rep, start to feel it. By the fourth, my form was unraveling, shoulders creeping in, breathing getting shallow. The same mistakes I'd tell somebody not to make. And there I was doing all of them. I held the paces, but barely. But I finished the session knowing something my body remembers, how to suffer. The question is whether it remembers how to adapt. Now, this is the part where most training videos tell you everything clicked by day 3. No, it didn't. In fact, the run I was most confident about, the long run, it was genuinely fell apart. Sunday long run, 90 minutes. I'd been looking forward to this all week. And then about 40 minutes in, my legs just stopped cooperating. Not injury, not pain, just nothing. Empty. The tank was gone. And I still had 50 minutes to run. That's when the doubt showed up. I'd fueled. I'd hydrated. I'd slept. Not brilliantly, but enough. And still, at 40 minutes, my lungs felt like they had already done 15 miles. The voice in my head was loud. You're 53. You spent 2 decades obese. You've run 1 marathon and walked half of the last 6 miles. What makes you think you can knock a whole 20 minutes off that time? The voice has been there for 20 years. I know it well. And then another quieter voice cut through the noise. The one that said, you're not supposed to feel good in week 1. That's the whole point. I slowed down. I walked for 60 seconds. I then took a gel. And then I ran the rest of it. Slower than planned, uglier than planned, but I finished. The run taught me more than any session this week, because sub 4 isn't going to be built on days I feel great. It's going to be built on days I don't, and I show up anyway. So here's what week 1 actually taught me. 3 things. Number 1, zone 2 is a mirror. It shows you exactly where your aerobic base actually is. It's not where you think it is. I thought I had a decent engine. Turns out I've been running my easy runs too hard for years. The watch doesn't lie. And now that my zone 2 pace is slower than I'd like to admit, but that's the starting point. You don't get faster by pretending you're already fast. 2, the long run isn't about legs. It's about conversation in your head. 40 minutes in, when your glycogen dips and the doubt kicks in, that's the workout, not the pace, not the distance. It's learning to stay in the room when everything in it wants to stop. And if you're a runner over 40, you know that conversation better than anyone. You had years to practice it. Use it. Number 3, And this is the one that genuinely surprised me. Week 1 isn't about fitness, it's about information. I know my actual zone 2 pace. I know my session pace feels sustainable for about 3 reps before it breaks down. I know my fueling needs work. None of that is failure, it's data. And the data what builds a sub 3 marathon, not hope, not grit, not wishful thinking, numbers, every week stacked up. Week 1 is done. It was messy. It was humbling, but the plan has a heartbeat now. It's not just a spreadsheet anymore. It's real miles on real legs. Next week, the volume ticks up. Another session, a longer long run, and I'll be back here, same time, telling exactly how it went, good or bad. I'd love to know if you're training for something right now. What's the one session in your week that scares you the most? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.